Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is all about a squeaky brake lever feedback. So after I upgraded from my organic brake pad to ceramic one, I am experiencing quite a lot of squeakiness. Squeaky as in the sound that I'm getting from the brake. So rear brake is totally fine, but when it comes to applying brakes on the front, I tend to hear squeaky sound, and this is a pretty common complaint that I'm getting from most of the users who are using ceramic or sintered brake pads. And in this video, I'll show you how to fix it. So without wasting much time, let's get started.
For better understanding, I'm gonna use an old disc plate here to explain the stuff, and let's understand why this squeaky sound comes in the first place. While you ride your motorcycle, there's a small friction always between your disc plate and the brake pads, and this rubs against the disc plate, and most of the time it doesn't cause any harm. Only when you apply the brake, these brake pads tend to press against the disc, which stops the motorcycle. Now when you install a fresh brake pads, it is always said that you need to break in your brake pads, which means your disc surface and the brake pads mating surface must match each other. So this is done because if any imperfections between the brake pads and the disc can cause sounds and uneven wear and tear. Also, while you ride your motorcycle on various terrain conditions, dirt and grime tend to stuck between the brake pads and the disc itself, which can cause a squeaky sound. And yes, this does not pass away over time, as sometimes this can be very stubborn and pretty stuck. This is one of the reasons why your brake feels squeaky when you apply it. As you can see, even after rotating the disc couple of times, the dirt and grime can still be stuck on the brake pad itself, which can actually bring in some noise while you brake. Now most of the times this is very minor and it can be easily fixed by just riding hard or braking hard, and the disc plate will take the dirt and grime out from the brake pads by itself. But when it comes to ceramic or sintered brake pads, the culprit here is not dirt and grime. It can be the metal particles which is there on the brake pads itself. See these lines on the brake pad? This is a break-in line which matches the brake pad with the disc surface, and this is very crucial for a better and efficient braking. However, sometimes dirt and grime tend to get collected between the groove that is already formed on the brake pads, or even the metal particles in the brake pad itself can stick out, which causes noise. Now there are various ways to fix this issue. One of the primary and easy way is to use some brake cleaner, and I have been using this TVS brake cleaner from pretty long time, and just to keep you noted, this is not a sponsored video. Using this is pretty easy and straightforward. You have to just spray it on the disc and on the brake pads itself, and do not use any cloth to wipe it out. Let the brake cleaner do its job. It will actually collect all the dirt and grime and bring it to the bottom. Now even after using the brake cleaner, if it does not fix your issue, then using a sandpaper will be the appropriate option. Using a sandpaper, sand down the mating surface of the brake pad until it's even and smooth. And as you can see, this is a brake pad which is already sanded in comparison to the non-sanded one. By doing this, you actually remove a fine layer of your brake pad material, which will give a fresh and even surface for your brake pad to catch on. And this is one of the easiest and cheapest way to fix the squeaky sound in your brakes. Now if you find a brake pad with a deeper grooves, then chances are that the issue is actually there on the disc plate itself. Now if your motorcycle has clocked a lot of kilometers, or if you have used a lot of braking on your disc, chances are that the disc plate is actually worn out. If you see a deeper groove which you can actually experience with your fingernails, then you need to check what is the actual thickness of the disc plate itself, and it should be more than what is mentioned on the plate itself. The minimum thickness required for every disc plate will be imprinted on the disc plate itself. So kindly check that, and if your disc is out of spec, consider replacing it. And that's it for this video. If you find this video informative enough, and if you people like this content, do consider subscribing to Akionics and follow me on Instagram for more such interesting content.